Hi, and welcome back to the channel. We're excited to have you here today because today we're actually going to reveal what truck we bought to tow our future RV and why we chose the truck that we did. Paul did a lot of research on figuring out what he was really interested in because, in all honesty, he's the one that's going to be driving the truck and not me. So I'm really not in this video at all. I'm just here to post this disclaimer and to let you know that I did do a video montage of the reveal of the make and model of the truck, which will be up next. And if you'd like to skip ahead of that, you're more than welcome to do so. Here's the timestamp that you can skip ahead to. And that'll take you straight to Paul's talking head portion and his geek out session of the make and model of the truck that he bought and why. But if you'd like to stick around for the video montage that I put together, please feel free to do so, and I will see you guys in the next video.
Hi everybody. So I have been left unsupervised. Tony doesn't know I'm going to make this video, but I started thinking today, she's at work. I have other stuff that I was going to work on, but my morning kind of got jacked up, so my plans got tweaked a bit. That happens when you're tired. In case you're getting there, know that you're going to be busier in retirement for some freaking reason than you were when you worked. You're going to wonder how you ever had a job because you're going to have so much going on. But my schedule kind of got jacked around, so as I was coming home I thought, you know, I should do a video on the truck, because the truck isn't really as much a we thing as it's a me thing. And that is that I made the decision about what we were going to buy for a truck. Tony had input. She is a farm girl. She has experience with vehicles, understands them, was a wheeler back in the day, so like with our Jeep and stuff, she gets all that stuff. It's kind of cool because I can talk to her about that stuff. But the truck was really going to be mine, so I thought it would be good for me to just kind of talk about it. I searched high and low for a truck. I was kind of leaving my options open. I will throw this out there. I didn't buy a Chevy. I'm not a Chevy guy. If you are, God bless you. If you're not, God bless you. I don't care. Everybody has their own opinions about things. I've just never been a real big fan, and I was going with diesel, and with some of the history I have through friends and family that had them, not liking the old stuff, and I don't know the new stuff's going to be much better. And again, they're super comfy rides. They're really kind of comfortable cars. They're sort of the Cadillac of the truck world, and that's not what I need. I want straight axles. I want a little bit harsher ride, something that's actually a truck, and I can feel that. I'm kind of old school that way. But I looked at Fords and Dodges, and so the Ford was what I used to have, and it's 97 OBS short box extra cab with a 7.3 automatic transmission. Not a bad setup. Not the greatest transmissions. In my case, it was a good tranny. I didn't have any problems with it. But the 7.3 is a little bit gutless for me. Lots of torque, but just it didn't feel like I had a lot of seat of the pants power. Partly it probably was that I didn't have a manual transmission and I would have had some more control, but ultimately, wasn't really blowing my skirt up. So I kind of leaned towards Dodge. Now Tony had a Gen 2 Dodge for a while when she was married before, and she towed horse trailers and that sort of thing. It was the Gen 2 long bed extra cab 4-wheel drive manual. Really dug her truck. It was the old school version. I didn't want to quite go that far back. And understand too, I had a 29-foot Springdale that I towed with my 7.3. So I'm not talking out of my butt. I mean, I towed a big heavy trailer all over the Northwest with my kids and my ex-wife. Well, she was not my ex-wife then. And so I know kind of that side of it and what a Ford feels like. But I have a lot of friends with Dodges, have done a bunch of research on both, and there's negatives to all vehicles that are out there. But I like the look of them. I wanted to stay away from Dodge this time, or Ford this time. I wanted to go with a Dodge. I want the 5.9. I didn't want to go the 6.7 and the newer stuff, just personal reasons about the turbos and DEF and some other things. So I kind of set my parameters and ultimately was able to find one from a buddy of mine. A good friend of mine, Brian, bought his truck brand new in 2006. It's a 5.9. It's the extra or crew cab, long bed, with the manual transmission, and it has 115,000 miles on it. That was what I was looking for. We kind of are weird. We like white vehicles, and we've been doing that for the last few years. This is going to be silver. The silver's awesome in the Dodge, I think. His has a canopy that's color matched, but it's just been taken care of in just pristine condition. He uses it, don't get me wrong. He tows his boats with it. He hunts in it, not all that good stuff. But maintenance-wise, that was my big thing. It's never been wrecked. It's got no rust. It's clean. He's got the title on it, and we came to terms. I went with a stick because I want more control ascending and descending mountain passes with a trailer behind me. I will eventually maybe put an exhaust brake on it, but for now, I get a little bit more control with the manual transmission that way. Also, it's stronger in my opinion. I've known a lot of people with the automatic transmissions in those year trucks. Not the greatest transmission until they're rebuilt, and I just had no desire to find one that needed that, or to trust that the rebuild they did is either what they said or the shop was doing what they said they did if they had paper on it. And the 8-foot bed, really, I'm just not a short box guy. I had the one I had because that's what I could find at the time. I wanted a long bed. I want the ability to put in a decked drawer system and have all that storage space. And we want to be able to use it to do a little bit of overlanding type work. We have still this trailer that I built, and it was towed behind our Jeep. We overlanded with that, and we could set that up where we wanted and then take the Jeep and go, put a tent on the Jeep if we wanted to, and take it and just tootle around. A deck system in the 8-foot bed allows us storage and a sleeping platform with the canopy that's on it. And then the crew cab gives us a lot of extra space. So a lot of storage. We're going to live in this thing for the next year or two, probably closer to 2. Storage is going to be at a premium. So the ability for us to keep tools and things secured and out of the eyes or eyesight of prying eyes and things, that to me is going to be huge. So ultimately, 8-foot bed is really the only thing I wanted. And not to mention, I like being able to throw an 8-foot sheet of plywood back there and just close the tailgate. I hate shit hanging out of my bed. I swore again. She probably beat me. Hopefully there's been some video and talk through this. As I'm doing the truck and building things up, we'll do some more videos. So if you like it, hit the button. subscribe if you would. Love for your friends to see this if you think it's worthy of that. If you have comments or things, you can leave those below. We're not real fast about that. I especially am not. It's a little outside my comfort zone, but I'm going to try. And if you're just trying to flame me out on something, go for that too. I don't really care. I'm not going to get into a discussion if you talk about my mother or what a dumb shit I am or anything like that. I don't care what that opinion is. You're just trying to entice me into some engagement. That's not going to happen, just so you know. So you can say whatever you want. But if you want to talk about trucks or other questions or have advice about, maybe something that we haven't thought of or that you think we might not have thought of, by all means, throw that in there. I'd love to talk to people about stuff and get different ideas. We'll catch up with you in the next one. Everybody stay safe out there.